think it's very individual. I personally found it ineffective for me. And then I had to look at very honestly in the mirror and tell myself, am I going to teach this technique to someone who's never trained martial arts in their life? Because if I cannot do them, well, surely they won't be able to do them unless they're trained for it.
Yeah.
So then I took away all these techniques that I call them fancy, but it's just really manipulating the limbs in a way that it's not easy for a person who hasn't trained. So I focus solely on very simple interventions, including body language, using the voice, using distance, teaching people how to create distance, how to spot red flags, how to spot a threat coming, and to become more aware of their surroundings. And then when push comes to shove, when they are in front of an imminent threat where someone's coming at them, again, I just make them focus on creating frames and using very simple movements, which is knee strike, elbow strike. Pretty much that's the end. Because in a high-level stress scenario, it has been proven in studies many times, on many occasions, that we're only ever able to exploit our ground motor skills, which are very simple moves executed by large muscle groups. So things like twisting, manipulating the wrist joints won't be as effective because we're losing the soft motor skills. So if you are facing conflict on most occasions, unless you're a trained martial artist, like we discussed, most occasions you're likely to freeze and your body will enter either a freeze or a fight or flight or fight response, where you won't be able to execute any moves in very stylish fashion. You will usually have your basic instincts, which is kick wherever you can, punch wherever you can, push how hard you can, just to survive. So in the workshops that I lead, I just simply teach women you have to do everything in your power to avoid the threat, whatever it takes. It's always better to try and defend than to freeze. But I don't give them the false expectation that, look, if someone grabs you like this, you will be able to do this fancy move. And there's about 20 different wrist escapes that we have in the curriculum.